Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Menken back here with Splash Sports. Today is June 8th, 2024, and how about a little recap on yesterday's performance? Leave those money bags in the comments because we went 3-0, a clean sweep on this show this week. We hit the first one with the Cubs and the Reds NRFI, and the Giants and the Rangers NRFI as well. And how about that YRFI? With Criswell on the mound, like I said, he likes to give up solo bombs to begin the game. And Luis Roberts, 2 outs in the bottom of the first, hits a solo bomb. We cashed it in. Congratulations to everybody that tailed along. And we will continue to stay hot and carry this momentum here for Saturday's games. Let's roll right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game, plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs for first inning, and a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into those plays, be sure to smash that like button for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel and toggle on that notification. That way, every time I drop another play, you guys will be notified. All right, let's continue this winning momentum into Saturday's game. Starting off with game number 1, we got the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Oakland Athletics here. For the Toronto Blue Jays, Kevin Gausman will be on the mound. He is 4-4 this season with 60.2 innings of work. He does have a higher end of an ERA, sitting at a 4.6 here, but he is averaging just under a strikeout here per inning with 56 Ks on the season and 31 earned runs. He'll be matched up here against the Oakland Athletics' Luis Medina, who is 0-0, does not have a win or a loss on the season here. 5.2 innings of work, doesn't have an ERA because he hasn't given up a run in 6 Ks so far. Medina, in his last start, looked really good actually against the Atlanta Braves, going 5.2 innings of work, 2 hits, and no earned runs. Didn't allow any earned runs against that powerhouse of a Braves lineup. You look at what Kevin Gausman did in his last outing. He's coming off a loss against the Orioles, going 6.1 innings of work, 6 hits, and 6 earned runs here. I like Kevin Gausman to have a bounce-back game, especially the way that both of these offenses have been producing runs. It has been atrocious for both sides. The Toronto Blue Jays especially not producing any runs, especially in the first inning. They're one of the worst teams in all of MLB baseball. That's why in game number 1 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Oakland Athletics, we are smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Let's roll into game number 2 between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals here. For the Atlanta Braves, we got Charlie Morton on the mound. Charlie is 3-2 this season with 62.2 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.88 here with 65 strikeouts, averaging a strikeout here per inning and 27 earned runs here for Morton. He'll be matched up against the Washington Nationals kid Mackenzie Gore here. 4-5 this season, 63 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.57 here. 74 strikeouts, as he's clearly at a strikeout here per inning and 25 earned runs. Gore is coming off a loss in his last outing against the New York Mets, going only 4.1 innings of work, 7 hits, and 6 earned runs. You look at what Gore has done over the last 4 games, has given up 10 earned runs. Not great for Gore, still trying to figure himself out midway through here the season. The last time Charlie Morton faced this Nationals team, he got absolutely rocked. He faced them on May 27th, where he went 5.2 innings of work, 12 hits, and 8 earned runs. In yesterday's game, there wasn't a run scored until the bottom of the 6th inning. I just don't think that's the case here, as I think this young Washington Nationals team, especially at the top of the lineup, will get to Charlie Morton here, as Charlie has a hard time with this Nationals lineup. That's why in game number 2, between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals, we're smacking the YRFI. Yes runs first inning. Let's roll into our third and final game between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Detroit Tigers here. For the Milwaukee Brewers, Freddie Peralta will be on the mound. He's 4-3 currently this season with 67.1 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.74 here. 89 strikeouts, easily averaging a strikeout here per inning, and 28 earned runs on the season. He'll be matched up here against a first rounder for the Detroit Tigers and Casey Mize. 1-3 this season, 53.2 innings of work, and ERA sitting at a 4.7 here, 38 Ks and 28 earned runs. Clearly not a spot Casey Mize wants to be in. His projections Beginning the season, we're supposed to be a lot better here, but still trying to fight back from injury. Casey Mize hasn't picked up a win or a loss in his last 3 starts here. At some point, Casey Mize is a first-round first pick here. At some point, he will show it, and I think today will be a great spot for him to show it here back at home against Freddie Peralta. And Peralta's coming off a win in his last outing against the White Sox. They're going 5 innings of work, 4 hits, and 3 earned runs in that one. I think both of these pitchers come out and come ready from pitch number 1. That's why in game number 3 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Detroit Tigers, we were smacking the NRFI. No runs, first inning. Let's take a recap of the games I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Oakland Athletics, we were smacking the NRFI. Game number 2 between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals, we're smacking the YRFI. Yes, runs, first inning. And in game number 3 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Detroit Tigers, we were smacking the NRFI. No runs, first inning. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Menken with Splash Sports. If you have not done so, smack that like button. Helps me out a ton, and it costs you guys none. And let's have another sweep winning day. Make sure to go follow me on X yet again at Nick Menken. Best of luck and best bets.